Welcome to the Deep Dive, your shortcut to understanding the forces shaping our world. Today, we're diving deep into artificial intelligence.
Yeah, and not just AI as some, far-off concept.
Exactly. We're talking about AI as the fundamental transformative power it really became by 2025.
It feels like it just exploded onto the scene, didn't it?
It really did. So our mission today is clear. We're unpacking this comprehensive report, AI Transformation, 2025 Advancements and 2026 Predictions. We've basically waded through all the articles, the research, tons of data points.
Yeah, a lot of stuff.
And we've pulled out the most important nuggets to help you navigate where AI is right now and, get a glimpse of what's glittering on the horizon.
It'll come in next.
And when I say glimpse, I mean the speed of change here is just staggering.
It really is.
We're talking incredible shifts. Like, get this, how much smaller AI models got.
Which is huge.
Or how the cost of using generative AI just absolutely plummeted. Suddenly, everyone could access it.
Made it democratic almost.
Yeah. And we'll also get into the massive shifts already happening in the job market, plus some critical predictions for next year.
Lots to cover.
Right. This deep dive. It's designed so you're really well informed about this whole AI revolution.
Okay, let's do it.
Okay, so let's unpack 2025. The sources, they paint this really vivid picture, right? It's the year AI stopped being just emerging tech and really cemented its place as a transformative force. It wasn't just buzzwords anymore.
No, it was real, tangible impact. And what's fascinating, I think, is the concrete evidence, like the measurable proof of this shift.
Right.
We're looking at actual metrics that show a fundamental change in, well, not just how AI is developed, but how it's actually used, deployed.
Okay, so tangible efficiency. Let's talk about that. Get this. An AI model hitting 60% accuracy on the MMLU benchmark.
Which is the massive multitask language understanding test. Basically a really tough academic challenge for AI, right?
Yep.
Tests if it gets lots of different subjects.
Exactly. That kind of model shrank from this colossal 540 billion parameter size, think Google's PaLM, back in 2022.
Huge.
To a really compact 3.8 billion parameter model, Phi 3 Mini, by 2024.
That is, wow. A 200-fold reduction in size for basically the same performance.
Yeah.
That's not just like a minor technical tweak.
Yeah.
That's a profound game changer.
How so?
Well, smaller models, more efficient models, meaning, fewer connections inside the AI, they can be put directly onto consumer devices.
So onto your phone, your laptop.
Right in your pocket. Powerful AI just there. But the deeper insight, I think, is how this shifts the power. It's moving away from just cloud AI.
Towards the edge.
Towards edge computing, yeah.
Yeah.
Which creates new privacy questions, challenges the big tech business models. It's a fundamental shift.
And the cost, this might be even more eye-opening.
Okay.
Inference cost. So the cost of actually using the AI model for ones like GPT 3.5, they dropped from $20 per $1 million tokens.
And a token is like a piece of word the AI processes.
Right. So $20 per $1 million tokens in November 2022, down to just 0.07 cents by October 2024.
7 cents. That's a massive 280-fold drop in just 2 years.
Insane.
So for you listening, what's the practical takeaway? It means cheap inference makes generative AI affordable for pretty much any business.
Even small ones. Startups.
Absolutely. They can embed it into their products, their services.
Yeah.
It really democratizes access to these advanced AI capabilities.
Okay.
But it's more than just a number, right? The insight here is that AI isn't just making things efficient. It's like a capital multiplier. It makes existing investments way more productive.
So the race for AI dominance
It becomes a race for capital efficiency.
Right.
At a scale we've frankly never seen before.
So this incredible affordability plus the power of these new models, it just fueled massive adoption.
Makes sense.
By early 2025, over 70% of businesses said they were using generative AI. That's up from just 33% the year before.
Wow, it's fast.
Huge leap. And overall, about 78% of businesses were using some kind of AI by then.
And the money followed, didn't it? The empirical figures show this mainstream acceptance, this big economic bet on AI.
Like the U.S. numbers.
Yeah, the U.S. alone pulled in about, U.S. $109 billion in private AI investment in 2024. That's almost 12 times China's investment.
So it's not just a trend.
No, it's a massive reallocation of capital, a clear signal.
Okay, so AI was getting cheaper, more accessible, but it wasn't just about how much AI. The kind of AI was changing fast too, right?
Absolutely. That's where we saw the real leap in 2025, I think, with these advanced multimodal models.
Meaning they handle more than just text.
Exactly. Text, code, images, audio. So an AI could say, understand you asking a question about a picture it's seeing,
Uh-huh.
and then write out a response, pulling all that together.
Integrating different senses almost.
Sort of, yeah. And connecting that to the bigger picture, we also saw agentic AI systems start to emerge.
Agentic, meaning they can do things.
Precisely. AI that can perform actions, not just generate text or answers.
So moving from asking, what's a good travel route?
To telling it, book me the best route and send the confirmation.
Okay, that's a big step. From advice to action.
It is. Now, human reasoning is still better for really complex long-term planning, for now. But AI starting to act autonomously, that's a significant leap.
And the economic benefits, the sources really highlight some tangible stuff there.
Yeah, like the PwC report.
Right, the 2025 Global AI Jobs Barometer. It found industries most exposed to AI had like 3 times higher revenue growth per employee.
3 times. And wage growth.
Twice as fast as less exposed sectors. That's a huge difference.
So the key question for you listening is, what's driving this huge value creation?
Skills.
Seems like it. The data shows skills in those AI-heavy jobs are changing 66% faster than others.
Wow.
And workers with AI skills, they're earning a 56% wage premium.
56%.
Yeah. So it's incredibly clear. Adapting, getting AI skills, it's becoming immensely valuable.
And Morgan Stanley had that big number too.
Right. They estimated AI could generate, what, US $92 billion in net economic benefits by 2026.
Boosting S&P 500 profits by 28%, increasing market value by over $1 trillion.
It points to AI acting as this profound accelerator, boosting existing capital.
Okay, let's make this even more real. Where did AI actually land in 2025? Let's look at some sector examples.
Healthcare is a great one. Hospitals started widely adopting ambient listening tech.
Ambient listening. So the AI just listens in.
Yeah, imagine a doctor talking to a patient. No more furious typing.
Okay.
The AI just quietly listens, picks out the key details, and automatically generates the clinical note.
So the doctor can actually focus on the patient.
Exactly. Focus on the human interaction. It massively cut down the documentation workload. That was seen as, low-hanging fruit because the ROI was so clear.
Makes sense.
And we also saw machine vision cameras, sensors, monitoring patient rooms, detecting falls, allowing proactive care, a step towards more autonomous help.
In customer service. Contact centers.
Oh yeah, generative AI took off there. About 45% of support teams using AI chatbots.
And handling calls on their own.
Up to 30% of requests resolved completely autonomously. Imagine an AI assistant helping a human agent during a call.
Wow.
Analyzing the interaction live, pulling up info instantly, suggesting replies in real time.
Wow.
All while updating the CRM notes automatically. Plus, bots doing personalized cross-selling real-time translation. It transformed the whole experience.
Okay, and manufacturing. You mentioned big growth projections there.
Huge, from about US $3.2 billion in 2023, projected to nearly US $21 billion by 2028.
What were they using it for?
Things like generative design tools, letting engineers test tons of product variations digitally.
How does that work?
The AI basically proposes and optimizes thousands of designs based on criteria you set, like using live material or sustainability goals. Saves massive time and resources.
Smart.
Plus, AI analyzing real-time market data to tweak production. Over half of manufacturers planning AI for quality control, predictive maintenance.
Predicting when machines might fail.
Exactly. And even supply chains starting to self-correct. Automatically adjusting orders, delivery routes, all without a human needing to step in.
Okay, so the picture in 2025 is, well, it's incredible tech, massive economic growth.
Definitely.
But of course, there's always another side to such big changes, right? Societal ripples, concerns.
Absolutely. The sources definitely don't ignore the double-edged sword, job market disruption, new dilemmas.
Yeah, let's talk about the jobs. Which ones felt the pressure?
Well, we saw roles like coding, software development, call centers definitely feeling it, and entry-level admin jobs. Eric Brynjolfsson, he's a leading expert, noted how code assistants like GitHub Copilot were speeding up development by maybe 25%.
Significant.
And in call centers, like you said, AI resolving up to 30% of requests alone.
And Brynjolfsson also warned about admin roles, right? Scheduling, drafting documents.
Yeah, he warned many of those could vanish pretty rapidly due to automation.
And Pete Buttigieg, the former U.S. Transportation Secretary.
He suggested maybe half of all entry-level jobs could disappear in just 3 or 4 years.
Wow, that's a stark warning. It really makes you think about the scale of the reskilling challenge.
Huge challenge, prompting calls for massive retraining efforts, new social safety nets.
Right, but it wasn't all job loss, was it? AI also augmented jobs, created new ones.
Exactly, Like in healthcare, that ambient listening frees up clinicians for more patient time, better care, more human touch.
That's a good point about augmentation, but what about totally new roles? What stood out for you in terms of job creation?
Well, the demand for roles like AI trainers really grew.
Trainers for the AI?
Yeah, plus AI ethicists, compliance officers. These complex systems need constant tuning, bias checks.
Makes sense.
Also, manufacturing engineers and data scientists who could combine engineering and AI skills. Super high demand.
And people skills still matter.
Absolutely. Customer experience managers, for example. Still crucial for those complex, empathy-driven interactions that AI just can't replicate fully. The human nuance is vital.
Okay. And beyond jobs, there are other rising concerns in 2025.
Yeah, Stanford tracked AI incidents, things like privacy breaches, unsafe AI behavior. They recorded 233 incidents, the highest ever. And Brynjolfsson also warned that AI, if not managed carefully, could actually widen the wealth gap.
More inequality.
Potentially, yes. Lots to think about.
Okay, so now let's look ahead. The sources give this fascinating quarter-by-quarter prediction for 2026.
Assuming things continue on the 2025 track. Yeah.
Right. Obviously, AI breakthroughs are unpredictable, but this scenario helps us understand where things could go, helps us prepare.
Okay, Q1 2026. What's the forecast?
We're looking at wider use of those small, affordable multimodal models, successors to Phi 3 Mini.
Embedded right in phones, office software.
Exactly. And enterprises rolling out more advanced personal assistants. Stuff that can draft your emails, summarize meetings, book your travel, building on those agentic systems.
Okay, so the practical implication for you listening.
Routine admin roles probably shrink further, but organizations will likely retrain staff to supervise these AI assistants, check their work.
So new skills needed there too.
Yeah, demand rising for prompt engineers, AI quality assurance specialists, and we'll likely see the first real regulatory frameworks for AI safety testing starting to roll out.
Responding to those incidents from 2024. A sign of maturing?
Maybe. Okay, Q2 2026.
The prediction here is more than half of manufacturers using AI for quality control, predictive maintenance. Those self-correcting supply chains become pretty standard.
And in healthcare.
Ambient listening, AI-generated notes.
Yeah.
Expected to become standard across major hospital systems.
So the implication, it's a big shift in how work gets done, isn't it?
Definitely. Shop floor technicians move from doing the work to monitoring the AI doing the work, troubleshooting. Hospital admin positions likely shrink more, but demand grows for clinical AI coordinators, people who manage the AI systems in a clinical setting.
But this could widen that pay gap again, right, between AI-skilled workers and others?
Unfortunately, yes. Unless it's matched by really extensive training programs for everyone else, that's the critical challenge.
Okay, Q3 2026. What's on the horizon?
Government's expected to bring in real AI safety and transparency rules.
Leading to?
A surge in demand for compliance officers, people who ensure companies follow the rules.
Makes sense. Finance. Law.
Finance scales up AI and risk assessment, robo-advising, algorithmic trading. Law firms widely adopt generative AI for drafting documents, cutting down paralegal workload significantly.
So more automation of research, basic analysis, displacing some entry-level roles again.
Right. But, crucially, creating new jobs in AI governance, cybersecurity, ethics.
And this is maybe when that big Morgan Stanley profit boost kicks in?
Potentially, yeah.
Yeah.
If those productivity gains really materialize, that 28% boost to S&P 500 profits could happen, sparking even more investment in AI infrastructure, high-tech manufacturing.
The feedback loop.
Exactly.
Okay, rounding out the year, Q4 2026.
This is where we might see large-scale pilots of AI in the physical world. Assisted robotics, autonomous vehicles.
Like delivery drones and robots.
Yeah, serving urban logistics, which could reduce demand for human drivers.
And creative fields, music, video.
Generative AI producing really high-quality media. But the prediction is creative professionals collaborating with AI co-creators, not being replaced wholesale.
Augmentation again.
Seems likely. And education platforms deploying adaptive AI tutors, personalizing learning, handling grading.
So logistics, transport, warehousing jobs face disruption.
Significant disruption, yeah. But new roles emerge. Fleet oversight, robot maintenance, designing the AI learning systems.
And that creative industry point is key. Human creativity, critical judgment, still valuable.
Absolutely. But on the bigger societal level, expect the debate around income distribution, maybe universal basic income, to get much louder as AI productivity keeps soaring.
Makes those conversations really urgent.
Very much so.
Okay, so let's recap this deep dive. 2025, AI just exploded.
Right.
Powerful, efficient models, costs plummeting, used everywhere.
Created huge economic value, new roles.
But also disrupted jobs, raised big societal questions, privacy, safety, inequality.
Right, and 2026, if trends hold, just accelerates all of that.
Yeah.
AI gets deeper into our daily lives, personal assistants, autonomous systems, creative partners.
Yeah. This deep dive really shows AI isn't just tech. It's like a societal reset button.
That's a good way to put it.
And the sources really hammer this home. Policymakers, educators, businesses have to prioritize reskilling, enforce safety, transparency, build social safety nets. We need to make sure this revolution actually benefits everyone.
It's crucial.
So as you, our listener, reflect on all this, what steps can you take to prepare, adapt, maybe even thrive? What new skills might you want to explore? How might your own job evolve?
The conversation and the transformation, it's really just beginning, isn't it?